October 3rd, 2019, Pleasanton, Texas. So just slightly before, I'm sorry, just slightly after 8 p.m., so 8:05 maybe. I'm going to hit the moon here in a moment, but Jupiter is super close tonight. In fact, as the moon continues to go down, Jupiter and the moon will get closer. By observing it and looking at it, obviously not in distance, but it'll be like almost crossing over, so that's really cool. So I figure since it's so close, let's start with Jupiter just for a moment. We'll go in, get a decent zoom. And then let me turn my brightness down, see. Gonna take away that little halo effect on Jupiter. And then let's go ahead and zoom in with the eyepiece and see what we got. That's cool. I'm not using a filter or anything. As you can see, it's just still. That's my brightness turned all the way down on the phone. I'll zoom in all the way. Ooh, now we can see the lines, or the stripes I should say. I think I can see the red spot. If you look, second line, you know, going right across the middle on the right side there. Let me leave that so it can just transit for a moment. It looks real nice up there. Yeah. Alright, cool. I had to get some pictures on there, but you can see the stripes there. You can see the red spot. Obviously it doesn't look red here, but you can see there's a spot there. Is it the clearest image in the world? No, but also Jupiter is 454 million miles away on average. Gets as far as 601 million miles away from Earth. So, assuming that's accurate information, this is pretty amazing. So we'll go ahead and zoom back out once this goes out of frame, and then we'll go to the moon. Alright, let's zoom out the eyepiece. Oh, you're back. You're back, I see. And then let's make our very quick journey up to the moon. Should be on it. Switching speeds, dropping the brightness. And tonight we've got 30% illumination. So the October 2nd, 20%, October 3rd, 30%. Let's see if we can't get an October 4th, 40% tomorrow. That would be pretty cool. So we're going to be able to see just a little bit more tonight. And I'm going to try to focus more on the Terminator line, because last night we saw all the stuff you can see, you know, on the left side. Now, of course, it's actually the right side. This is a mirrored image because of my star diagonal. In order to view at a more comfortable angle, it does unfortunately mirror the image. So the up and down, that is correct. The left and right is just swapped, but it's really, really beautiful to just sit here and just look at the moon just like it is right now. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Zooming in sometimes, you know, you don't have to have it, but for the sake of this video, let's go ahead and do it. We'll do the same thing and start on the south side. Let's just go in with the phone only. It's going to brighten up. And we're just going to go all the way in, 4 times zoom on the phone. Beautiful, beautiful image. Atmospherics look quite calm tonight. We're going to find out once we zoom in some. And I've already got a spot I'd like to go and check out. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll go in with the eyepiece. Let's go roughly halfway. About 16 millimeters, so something like that. You can just see we got some cool stuff right on the Terminator line. The Terminator line always brings out more definition, depth, kind of shows you things you don't see on the full moon. I guess you see them, but just not in the same way. You really got to search for them, you know? So this is a little more unique on it. Let's go more into what I'm talking about. And I'm just going to go all the way to 8 millimeter. That's my max zoom. We'll let that come in. Just this area kind of found interesting. Ooh, sorry about that. That's me. I'm trying to take pictures, but we'll leave it alone. But that's just strange. Look at that, guys. That crater, it looks like below it, it's got something going from the top over the dark spot to the ground. And then you have some boxy looking type of structures right there in front of that. I'm just going to call it a cave entrance for lack of a better term. But yeah, right underneath that crater. So that's some strange looking stuff. That's just from observation. I can't prove that that's anything. It could be completely natural, but it looks super weird. So let me zoom back out. Go all the way back to 24 millimeter. 4 times zoom on the phone. So yeah, I mean, we'll just go back in real quick. Get most of the zoom that we've got. We're just gonna go to the kind of the left, and you see we got in the center there. You got the 3 holes, and then it's connected to that crater that's got a structure in the middle. Could be just a little pile of rock or a little mountain, or it could be just something completely natural. I'm just saying structure. Got some cool stuff going on in here. Really strange stuff. Perfectly centered. You see there's an object that goes vertical and then one that goes horizontal like a cross. It goes right over a dark spot, and it actually travels over and comes down. Okay, that's very, very cool. So just focus on the center there and you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Oh, I think I've got more zoom. I do. Sorry about that. You can see it's on the lower center now, but right there in the center, it just looks real strange. You got 2 squares kind of cut out and then just all this stuff going on around it. And you can't tell me that's not weird. Man, that's something else. Could be natural. Doesn't matter. It's cool. Oh, sorry. Let me go out with the eyepiece again. I mean, we're picking out stuff we can see, at 4 times zoom. Got this crater here, which is very interesting. So we'll definitely zoom in on that. Let's do that now. excavate most of what we got. Okay, we got, guys, we got, oh, sorry, that's me trying to take pictures. We got really beautiful clear skies tonight. The atmospherics are really nice and working with us. They're not, you know, last night was, man, it was like some choppy waves, but tonight it's like a real nice, easy current, so. I'm not going to sit here and tell you all the things I see in this crater. I mean, you can do that for yourself, but just take a look. Let's go in for a max zoom. That's actually it. Give me 1 second to adjust. I'm sorry about that. Okay, and then actually, there we go. I needed to focus a little, and we'll let that go through. Check that out. That's max zoom on my end anyway, so if you can take a screenshot and have something you can use to zoom it in even further, it may get blurry, but that's some cool stuff right there. Anyway, let's just stay in full zoom here and just see what's on the Terminator right next to this. I noticed, look at this large crater coming into lower center, and then right next to it, man, what is that, dude? On the northwest, I guess you would call it. Man, super cool. You know, like, what is that? Anyway, we'll zoom back out. Well, let's go over just a little bit. Now, look, this is cool. This last night centered this long trench running north to south. That was last night when I was filming that. I went back to it because it looked so weird, and it had a shadow. Tonight it's lit up, so that's cool. Let's go back out. Got a nice cluster of craters with an object that's sticking way up, casting a shadow. We're going to zoom in on that in a moment. That's just north of the crater with a large object in the center, so we'll get to that. Right now, let's do it right now. Actually, you know what, guys? Give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to zoom in on the Terminator line, and then let's let some of that come in real quick. But yeah, look, here's the crater, right? It's right in the center. Got a large object. And then here, just to the north of that, coming in perfectly center right there, you've got, it looks like a real tall, sharp object. 3 types of mounds or half craters on the right side. 2 little ones on the left. I don't even know what to say about that. Let's zoom in all the way. That was cool. Let's go check this out real quick, just because it looks real strange. Right there in dead center, I think you can see what I'm talking about. It just really looks odd. So let's go check that out. We'll go almost all we got on zoom. Approximately 10mm on the eyepiece. So you can see you have this larger mass with this long, thin, I guess kind of like ridge or something, but they look connected, and then it has another one intersecting it. And then it actually looks like it goes all the way over and then connects to, right there in the dead center, you've got all those little arms sticking out into the shadows, over the shadows. Looks like it connects. So let's go in and actually take a look at that with max zoom and see what can we see. I just think that's beautiful. That's absolutely amazing. Look at this. We got structures. Look at all that. Look at that, dude. Let your eyes focus. I'm gonna let it just drift right past and just look, man. That is wild. Alright, well, you know, as it gets to a point, I think, you know what, I think we're at a point right now. Let's go ahead and find our way around the south side of that crater, or this, I'm sorry, the sea. And let's just see what else is around. Okay. Stick with me here. Just stick with me. Ah, man, that's all I got. Just a little bit more, but coming into the center, doesn't it just look just strange? I mean, it sticks out so much, all these lighted areas. It's like they don't quite match the surface of the moon or the color. I don't know. But that's just speculation. That's just, you know, just think, because they stand out so much to me. We got a real weird bunch of stuff going on here. That's cool. Look at all that. Okay, and then that puts us back to where we were right there. So we'll zoom out some, and I'm not even gonna zoom all the way back out. Let's sorry about that. There we go. Focus back up. And I already see another cool area we'll go check out. Wow, well, does it ever really end? That's the question, and the answer for me is no. So let's just stay zoomed in to about there. That way I feel like it gives us a little bit to work with. Got some cool stuff going on right there in the center. Check that out. Let's see. Okay, so we got, okay, check this out. Like centered, right? There's like this crater. Looks to me like it's sitting, it's like up off the ground, around the edges at least. Anyway, to the immediate left of that, there's like a bunch, there's like this weird looking thing. It's got all these like little arms coming off of it, right? When I say arms, I don't mean like a creature. I mean like, I'm just using it like as an explanation of what it looks like. I mean, I'm not that out there, guys. No offense to anyone who is. I'm open-minded, but anyway, this is just like, I don't know. I know this is a little bit fuzzy. It's not the best quality right there. But you can kind of see It's definitely got some weird shape to it. Could it be natural? Fuck, I don't know what natural is on the moon. You know what I mean? You don't know, I don't know. We don't really know, alright? There's theories that may sound good and stuff, but we don't know what's natural on the moon. Oh, you can see it really good right there, actually. That's actually a real beautiful shot. If you look at it next to the crater now. There's Mare Crisium. Oh, yeah. Check it out. Okay, so let's go into that, what I'm calling a tube. I think actually on my other video of the tour of the moon at 20%, which I uploaded today, October 3rd, I actually think I mentioned this in here as a satellite in the description. But anyway, what is that? You know what I mean? Let's go in all the way. Now, like I said, I mean, the shadows and the Terminator line make things more defined, but you can clearly see there's a dark spot, and this thing is going right over it. Now, as I look at it, you can see there's actually, like, there we go. Ooh, that's shaky. Alright, I just wanted to catch that. Let's go out we're talking about just a little bit, because I really want to actually catch something over here. Let's make sure I didn't go too far. No, I didn't. This is exactly where I wanted to go. Look at this, man. Look at this, especially if I put it to the right side, kind of darkens up. Look at that light strip just on the very right side of the screen. We'll make it move right into center. What is that, man? That's fucking cool. Then we got further into the Terminator line, literally right on the edge, we've got a little object that's lit up. For sure. Okay. I mean, let's zoom in all the way. I don't think it's going to do it any more justice than what we just did, but they're, closer. Okay, this looks like a castle with a whole bunch of stuff. Does it not? I mean, that's super cool. That's a trip, and like all the tops are like super lighted. Nothing else around is lit like that. You know, not within super close proximity. I guess the edge of that crater there, but that's fucking wild, man. Beautiful. Let's give you guys a little bit more clear of a view before I don't want to go in and like never give you the chance of seeing it super clear. Look at that, that's crazy. Got a jet right above us, and it's taking everything in me not to go and track that thing right now, but this is a good moon video. I think there's some really good stuff on the moon tonight, and I'm really hoping you guys enjoy this, because this is our moon, you know what I mean? And it's amazing. It's like simply amazing, dude. Oh, dude, the moon and Jupiter, they're chasing each other. The moon is behind just a little bit. I figured that maybe it would catch up pretty soon, but it looks like they might stay the same distance away. But still, you're talking about less than 5 degrees away from the moon, so it's real close, man. Real close. Let's zoom in on this. Jesus, man, we have quite a bit of zoom left on there. I didn't really expect that. Sorry about the shakiness. Tell me what that little blinking thing is right there, just right there in the center. I'm going to let it come in the center, right there. What is that? That's noticeably not the same as the terrain around it. Noticeably. I would like to definitely know what that is, man. That's cool. Like nothing else around it. Got that long line leading up to a mound or something. You got this large crater with those 3 little structures or something in it. I can't tell 100%, but let's zoom out just a little bit. Let's go ahead and zoom in just north of this crater and stuff. I'd hate to pass anything up. Got these ridges that kind of follow each other parallel in a sense. They kind of both curve. Got another one that goes in a diagonal right into the south side of this dark crater. You can see the terminator line. We got some lights going off into it. That's super cool. Looks like we're coming to the north side. I feel like I'm out of focus. Oh. Okay. Okay. Right in the center looks like something definitely kind of strange. So let's go check that out. Don't probably have that much zoom left. Nope. It was minimal. It was very minimal, but let's go ahead and check that out. I know now that I'm getting to the top of the moon here, it's getting really, really unclear, and I don't seem to be able to focus at close zoom, so let's just kind of check that out as it is, and then I'll kind of back it up and turn the brightness down. Let's see if maybe that can help us out. That might be where it's at right there. Really, guys, I do apologize for the shakiness. I know it can become annoying at times, I'm sure, but I'm doing my best to give you guys raw footage, and you know, it's just how it is. But as time progresses, I plan on getting better. Just over 3 months, so cut me a little break. All right, well, that's it for this one. Let me go ahead and zoom all the way out. Let's bring that brightness back. Oh, no, I lied. Let's take that brightness away. Alright, that's going to be it for this video. This is the moon at 30%, October 3rd, 2019. And I think we saw some cool stuff. Thanks for watching.